Rabbi, when you write your one shots, how many 1 to 2 hour sessions would you, as the writer, normally expect them to last? Here, this will be a good test of one of my sets of instructions in this one that I'm writing. How to actually run this in one session. The most fun and satisfying way to complete a one shot is in a single session. There are 2 key moments in this adventure that are designed to actually make that possible, no matter what the players do. Think of it like a slip and slide. Every now and then, if one part of the adventure is taking too long, we're going to give the players a gentle push down the slide into the next bit of fun. Now, I don't know for this one shot that I'm working on what these timings are going to work out to be. Right now, tentatively, I'd expect part 1 to be an hour long, part 2 to be 1.5 hours long, part 3 to be 45 minutes. But that's obviously just a rough guideline. When I run a one shot, I want it to complete in one session. If I have 2 hours of people's time, then I'm going to make the adjustments to try to make that fit. Ideally, I have about 3 hours. That is usually, I think, sort of the sweet spot for getting something like this done. And I just sort of keep track of the time. And if it gets close to, like, if part 1, if I'm looking and it's like 55 minutes and they're not done with this first part, then I'm going to use some techniques to basically kind of gently push them down the slip and slide into the next part, because I think that it's a lot more satisfying when it's a one shot, sort of a self-contained story thing, to get it kind of all done in one session. I think that's the most fun. Now, if instead, because what I'm working on here, sorry, I should have given context for it. So the one shot I'm writing is called The Case of the Writhing Cottage. It's a one shot, but also a drop-in adventure for low-level play. So you can basically run it as a one shot, or you could say, hey, I like this. I'm going to put it into personally, I'll probably use it to start a campaign, but it could also just be plopped into as a quest in a campaign, in a set of adventures. And if that was the case, if it was existing in a campaign setting, obviously then, like, you can kind of it doesn't matter how long it takes, right? It doesn't have to be sort of to run a one shot. I would certainly encourage gently pushing players down the adventure slip and slide into the next part of the fun. I would probably never do that in a campaign. I would let things kind of take the time that they need, because we've got more time, because we can go week to week, or we can go month, however often we play. And if everybody's having fun, that's the metric I use in a campaign. Like, if this is fun, I will let the fun continue, and we'll have the fun for as long as the fun is fun, and then, okay, now we'll move on to the next thing. But in a one shot, yeah, I usually have an eye on the clock, and I'm trying to make it fit. So exactly how long this one will generally take with, say, a group of 4 players, I'm not going to be able to say for sure until I play test it. Based on my experience, I would say that this is about a 3-hour thing that I'm writing. Which, I'm gonna refresh my word count. 9885.